Everyone, what's going on? I just finished a 20-mile run today. I did it in somewhere around an hour and 48 minutes. So I've definitely improved my pace a bit. My legs were a bit sore, so I took it as far as I could. I got 20 miles down. Again, I have some rice cakes. Gonna be eating this. Some ham is going down. So if you guys are interested in losing weight and getting into shape this year, send me a direct message on my Instagram. My Instagram is luis.hern9, luis.hern, the number 9. Send me a direct message. I'm here to help all of you guys. Again, I'm eating some rice cakes and ham. This is going down. So I'm eating 2 of these with, I think it's 4 servings of ham. So, yes, this is going down. My diet has definitely changed again, but so, I guess I'm just gonna talk to you guys about, I don't know, like a bit about me, or maybe like why I started doing this. I don't know why I started doing this. I just wanted to exercise and stay in shape. I wanted to remain healthy. Yeah. I guess I was just inspired by a lot of the. I was mostly inspired by David Lade, to be honest with you. And Jeff Side. I saw their physiques on Instagram, so. So yeah, I love their physiques. I was just very interested in like the way their physiques looked. I wasn't used to seeing that, especially because they were at such a low body fat percentage. Personally, I've always been sort of a just a regular person, when it comes to food. I was never like too picky, but I got inspired again by the physiques on Instagram. David Lade especially. So I decided to, sort of start exercising. At first I didn't know anything about it. I would just go to the gym and weight train and hope for the best. Obviously I would change some of my diet up, but I wasn't too like informed about anything really. If I'm being honest with you, I would just go to the gym and put the heaviest weight on and sort of just, push as hard as I could. I wasn't too concerned about my diet or tracking my calories or weighing myself every day. But now it's a lot more different. I'm super invested into this. I love doing this. I want that physique. I want to maintain that lower body fat percentage. So my my lifestyle has definitely changed. Again, I was always kind of like aware about my weight. You know, even though I was never like completely overweight. Yeah, I was never completely overweight. I think at the heaviest I got again was like 160 pounds, but it was like pretty overweight, but it wasn't like obese. So, I've always been aware about my weight, especially comparing myself to the physiques that I see on Instagram. You know, I love, like that lower body fat percentage look. So, again, my lifestyle has drastically changed. I'm trying to maintain like 6 to 7% year round. So I'm doing lots of cardio, especially because I'm not taking any performance enhancing drugs. I'm around 8% right now. I just want to cut a bit more of the fat off. So yeah, I'm trying to, again, get to 6-7%, maintain it year round. That's what I want to do because I want that body fat percentage. I want like the shreddedness. It looks cool to me. Again, I guess that's part of the reason why I even started in the first place is because I've always looked up to like those people. I wanted that lower body fat percentage look. I've done it a few times. It's awesome. I guess for me, it's a lot easier for me to do just a bunch of cardio to maintain that lower body fat percentage because if I don't, I'm going to have to I'm sort of gonna have to, just cut my calories, which is something that I don't want to do. I don't want to eat just like 2,000 calories a day again. So I ramped up my cardio, getting pretty good at it, respectable pace. So yeah, that is why I actually started prioritizing cardiovascular exercises because I want to burn more calories so I can eat more. That's pretty much like why I do so much cardio. My sessions are around an hour and a half to an hour and 50 minutes long. Right now, I could improve on it. I'm always trying to improve on it, but again, I'm eating around 3,500 calories a day. I'm trying to do all my cardio fasted, so before each session, I am having some black coffee. So it's around 350 to 400 milligrams of black coffee a day. Per day, but I have like around 320 to 350 in the morning, and then I just try to blast through my cardio. It's easier for me because I'm light, You know, if you're heavier, you might have to diet down to lose weight. So again, it is sort of a specific diet that you have to switch to actually cut the weight and keep it off. You can also just do hours and hours of cardio if you want to just eat like a normal person, but it's gonna cost you, again, it's gonna cost you hours and hours. So you can work your pace and your endurance up to like very high levels, very good levels, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna hurt to go that extra mile, or swim the extra lap, or extra 5 laps, or bike the extra 5 kilometers. But again, if you are sort of just starting out, you might think, okay, if I just do like a bunch of cardio, then I can eat whatever I want. That's not really how it works. If you eat a slice of pizza, it's like 300 calories. So that is 3 miles at a 6-minute pace, at a 7-minute pace, at an 8-minute pace. So if you are just starting out, you might have to go at a slower pace, and it might cost you a bit more time to to sort of work up to that pace. So yeah, as I said, it's definitely a process. Again, you might think that you can eat just whatever you want if you run like 15 miles, but that is not how it works, unfortunately. I mean, if you run 15 miles, you can eat like 1,500 calories. It could be whatever you want, but maybe you might be hungrier throughout the day because you chose some junk food, or you chose to drink your calories. So again, you have to be very careful with your calorie intake. I'm sort of just kind of going into detail, but the reason why I started is because I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to, be at this body fat percentage. So yeah, right now I am actually pretty shredded right now, which is cool. It's a cool look. It's, even if you're like not taking performance enhancing drugs, it looks cool. That's also a major reason why I started to just do a bunch of cardio, is because I wanted to get a lower body fat percentage. I know that just weight training wouldn't burn enough calories. It probably burns like 200 calories if you do a super hard session. So it's not enough. So if you want to just rip through calories, you do have to pick up some sort of cardiovascular exercise. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I started. Personally, I started off just sort of following what the bodybuilders did, like Jeff Side, the people on YouTube, but I sort of kind of developed my own diet and my own like sort of training right now. Again, I just run on a treadmill pretty much, but you might enjoy outdoor exercise, but again, I love doing this. It feels great. I love being healthy and staying in shape. So if I stop doing this, I'm gonna have to work my endurance and my pace up again. So I don't want to stop doing this. So yeah, that is a great reason. It also feels good being very light and actually being able to just burn calories at a fast pace. if I was, you know, if I was just weight training, it would take. I think I'd be a lot heavier. I would be around 165 or 175 pounds, and I'd be at a higher body fat percentage. Um, so yeah, I sort of stick to this routine pretty much every day. I just have like black coffee. I do try to work out fasted again because I want to save my calories for later in the day. Right now, I'm eating around 3,500 calories, which is a good amount of food, but it's not like an extreme amount of food. It's a great amount of food, but it's not like anything ridiculous, because I can eat like 8,000 calories in a day. It's pretty easy. I can eat like 10,000 calories in a day, so easy to eat those calories back. So you do have to sort of modify your diet, and you have to play around with your caffeine intake and your hunger and all that. But yes, it takes a while. So again, another reason why I started is because I kind of just felt like kind of self-conscious, if I'm being honest with you. I know maybe some of you guys feel that way, some of you girls feel that way. If you're not used to the level of exercise that you see that these people on social media and YouTube are posting, you might feel a bit sort of, how do you say it? You might feel a bit hesitant to start exercising, or you might feel a bit like, okay, that's a bit too extreme, but again, if you start now, it'll definitely serve you. It doesn't matter how old you are. So that is another reason why I started. I knew that I wanted to, do this. I wanted this to be a part of my life. So I guess one day I said, okay, I'm just gonna go run, and I'm just gonna continue and continue and continue. So that's what I did. And yeah, it was definitely like a variety of things that sort of accumulated and made me start, because when I did start, I was kind of overweight. Again, I was like around 160 pounds. Actually, before I crash dieted, and then I would actually cut back a little bit, but it depends on if how knowledgeable you are. So I have been at 160 pounds. When I was at my heaviest, I crash dieted, and I pretty much just didn't eat anything, and I got to like 110, 112 pounds. So that is sort of what I did, to get the weight off. 50 pounds I dropped in like 2 months, because I pretty much just wasn't eating anything. I remember just saying no to everything, and maybe I would eat like a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie, and like some pineapple, and that was it for the whole day. So that is why I lost 50 pounds in 2 months. I crash dieted. I didn't know how to pretty much how to do anything. I didn't know how to cut weight the safe way, so I took it too fast. It worked, but another reason, again, all these reasons accumulated. I was overweight. I was out of shape. I was eating a bunch of junk food. I was just being sedentary. I was depressed. I was, I don't know. I kind of was sort of like, distracting myself in the most pleasurable way possible. So that is what I was doing. But again, I've been shredded in the past. So it is sort of just a thing that I said, okay, I'm just gonna lose weight again because I feel very like weird. I feel very weird being overweight. That's not like my usual state. My usual state is like sort of normal weight, I guess you could say. 140 pounds, 100 and like 35, 125, but again, I just feel very weird being overweight. It just doesn't feel good. So that is why I started. That is why I continued to run and to exercise and to diet, because again, I was pretty self-conscious. So it is something that arises, with pretty much everyone, maybe from time to time, or maybe it hasn't come up for you. Maybe you don't feel self-conscious about your weight and your body, but I know I have. That is why I decided to start, because I felt kind of self-conscious. I look up to these people. I sort of want to emulate them, so that's what I did. Again, I did it in my own way, but that is why I'm doing this, why I started. It feels good actually to get rid of like the self-consciousness. I'm not where I want to be yet, of course. I'm still around 8% body fat. I'm trying to cut down to like 6 to 7%. So I'm kind of there. I'm just very like close, inching to it. So if you are wondering as to why I started, maybe you're thinking, should I start? You should definitely start, because it's good for your health. And maybe you feel self-conscious. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you felt that way. But personally, I want to sustain this body fat percentage. It's a bit extreme. I know a lot of people sort of don't care about it as much. They're fine with like 11%, 15%, 20%. But I love being shredded. I love being 6 to 7%. Although it can be bad for you, especially if you're not taking performance enhancing drugs. Your testosterone could tank. Sorry, but I don't really, sorry. I'm just not interested in being at a higher body fat percentage, because I'm just very like pretty passionate about this. I love being shredded. It feels great. It looks awesome. So that's another reason as to why I started. It looks freaking cool, just having no fat on you, and just like you can see your abs, you can see everything. It looks awesome. So if you've seen the pages on Instagram, maybe you're worn out by them already, but it looks awesome. For me, it definitely looks better than being like overweight or like at a higher body fat percentage. So that is another reason why I started. It looks awesome. Another reason why I started is because I knew that if I just do this, I wouldn't have to worry about my weight. I wouldn't have to worry about my health, and I would be able to reward myself at the end of my training week. I would be able to just have a huge cheat day and enjoy myself and take some time, to enjoy whatever I wanted. Whether it's Chipotle, whether it's a freaking huge pizza, whether it's a huge breakfast, whether it's Cane's, whether it's, whatever I wanted. So yeah, that is a great way to motivate someone. That's part of why I started. I said, okay, I'm just gonna discipline myself for these 6 days. On the 7th day, obviously, I'm still gonna ramp up my energy expenditure, but I'm going to just be a bit more lenient and just eat a bunch of, whatever I wanted, pretty much. So yes, that's another reason why I started. I knew that, okay, if I just, do everything right these 6 days, and on the 7th day I could just do whatever I wanted. Obviously I'm still gonna exercise, but it's a great way, again, to reward yourself, to motivate you to stick to your exercise routine and to your dieting routine, because it gives you kind of like a reason as to why you should continue, because at the end of your training week that you're going to be able to just, eat whatever you want, pretty much. Maybe you want to try something new. Maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe you want to try a drink that you haven't tried yet, but you haven't been able to because the beverages have liquid calories. So yeah, again, what I'm saying is that is another reason why I started. Because the lower body fat percentage looks awesome. I was pretty overweight, and then I was super underweight, so my weight has definitely fluctuated. I've always been kind of concerned with my weight, again, because I've looked up to certain people, and I want to emulate them, so that is, very motivating for me. If I was not as passionate about it, maybe I'd be at a higher body fat percentage, but I've made these drastic changes. I want to continue to stick to them, and yeah, if you are wondering as to why I started, those are some of the reasons why I started. Again, I was sort of depressed, I was sort of overweight and then underweight, so I was kind of self-conscious about my body. I knew I could, sort of discipline myself to stick to like a strict diet and strict exercise regimen. So I kind of just said, okay, I'm just gonna plan this out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work my way up to it. It's always been a plan that I've had. So that is kind of why I started. To stay in shape again, to just be healthy, to not have heart problems or health problems, and sort of to just, reward myself again. I'm trying to make it as exciting and as rewarding as possible. So I am sort of, just continuing to do this because if I stop doing this, I'm gonna gain weight or I might lose a bunch of weight. So I'm trying to, maintain this lower body fat percentage. So it is, sort of these habits that I'm doing, I have to continue. So it's given me some sort of consistency and some sort of path, I guess. So yeah, that is also another reason as to why I started. I wanted some sort of path and some sort of thing, to look forward to. So, if I wake up, I'm looking forward to doing my cardio. I'm looking forward to putting on my headphones and listening to music. I'm looking forward to I am looking forward to weight training, but maybe I'm not looking forward to my weight training all the time, but it gives me something to look forward to. I wanted something to look forward to. So yeah, that's why I started. That's another good reason as to why I started. Again, it gave me some sort of trail, I guess. And yeah. Another reason. Those are some of the major reasons. Another reason is because I as much as I enjoy my favorite foods, I don't want to just eat them all the time, because I also have goals. I also want to get shredded and be around 6 or 7% body fat. So it was a sacrifice that I was willing to make, to reach my goals. And that is another reason as to why I started. I kind of just don't want to eat my favorite foods all the time. It would obviously make me gain weight. I would feel a lot less confident and a lot less, secure of myself. So that is another reason as to why I started, why I'm continuing to do this. I want to feel good about myself. I want to know that I'm healthy. I want to, I want the physique that everyone wants. Doesn't everyone want that 6 to 7% body fat look? I know I want that body fat percentage. So, maybe if you guys have seen David Lade, Zac Efron, Jeff Side, Anthony Mantello, those are some of the people that whose physiques I like. Anthony Mantello is definitely a lot bigger now. He is sort of. He's a lot bigger than me. David Lade, I think, is a lot bigger than me as well. They're all a lot bigger than me, but maybe Zac Efron is probably the closest to me. He might be like 10 pounds heavier, 15 pounds heavier, but the other bodybuilders are definitely a lot bigger and heavier than me. But I'm focused more on my cardiovascular health, so those are some of the reasons as to why I started. I remember, just watching YouTube and, watching David Lade, seeing Zac Efron, his physique, even Dylan McKenna, so I remember watching these people and sort of just looking up to them. David Lade is so shredded. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. If I was trying to get that lean, I've gotten that lean before. You just don't have to eat, basically. You just have to sort of restrict your calories, which isn't too hard. I've done it. I'm gonna try to do it again. But sometimes when I'm not motivated, I sort of, go over my calories. Oops. So yeah, if I'm not motivated, I will go over my calories, and so it's just something that I have to stick to. So that is why I started, pretty much. That is why I started, I stopped pretty much drinking liquid calories. Actually, more recently, I've been drinking a lot more liquid calories, but that is another reason as to why I started. As for why you should start, I don't know. You might have different reasons. I know I started because, again, I felt self-conscious. I was sort of, toying with my weight pretty much. I enjoy toying with my weight. I enjoy, sort of just doing whatever I want with my weight. But right now I'm more concerned with staying shredded, keeping up my cardio, keeping up my pace, my endurance, my speed. So yeah, if you guys are sort of, I don't know, you guys might have different reasons as to why you want to start or why you started, but that is why I started. I love those guys. They're a lot bigger, of course, but I'm sort of smaller because I do a bunch of cardio. But so yeah, if you are sort of wondering like as to why I started, that's why I started pretty much. I had personal goals. I wanted that physique. That's pretty much the biggest reason is because I wanted that 6 to 7% body fat. So, that is why I started. I wanted the shredded look. Right now, I'm trying to get to that shredded look while also, having some sort of leniency, whether it comes from, increasing my cardio or, decreasing my calories. I don't want to decrease my calories. So what I've done is I've increased my cardio sessions. So I'm able to eat more, stay shredded year round, pretty much doing year round cardio. If you guys are not doing year round cardio, you guys should watch my previous video. I have one up on my YouTube channel. That is why I'm doing year-round cardio, because it's freaking awesome. I'm able to eat more. I'm able to stay shredded while doing year-round cardio. So it's great. I'm in great shape. Yeah, it just feels awesome. I do want to get faster, of course. So I am pushing myself. So. If you are just, if you're sort of thinking like, why am I so obsessive about this? I guess that's kind of why I started. Maybe it's obsessive, maybe it's not. I just like doing this. It's great. So yeah. I also wanted to change my diet, I was just so sick of eating the junk food, the highly processed food, and, it made me overweight. Again, I wasn't completely morbidly obese, but I just wanted to change my life and be healthier and have a great physique. So that is another reason as to why I started. So if you guys are sort of wondering like why I started, why again why I started, that's another reason why. I started, just thinking about my health. I wanted to have a healthier diet. And yeah, I love doing this now. My diet has definitely changed. I love bananas now. I love strawberries. I love Greek yogurt. I love ground beef. I love sweet potatoes. So it feels great. I love vegetables. Well, I don't really love vegetables, but I eat them. More recently, I haven't been eating them for whatever reason, But I'm gonna get back to eating them because they make me feel good. So those are some of the reasons as to why I started. if you guys are interested in starting, send me a direct message on my Instagram. It's luis.hern, the number 9. Again, it's luis.hern9, luis.hern, the number 9. You guys can send me a direct message there if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to get in shape, if you need help getting into shape, losing weight, you're struggling to stick to a diet, send me a message on my Instagram. I'm selling training plans, dieting plans, here to help all of you guys get into shape, feel better. So yeah. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.